Hello again, everybody. I'm Chris Reel, Baltimore City Guide and owner of Rent-A-Tour, and I know it's been a while, but I'm back again with another Baltimore story. Now, if you really want to upset a Baltimorean, all you have to do is mention the name Irsay. Robert Irsay was the hot-tempered and eccentric owner of the legendary Baltimore Colts. Irsay's desire to relocate the franchise had long been rumored, and in 1984, he loaded all of the team's assets, including trophies, uniforms, even the pictures on the walls and the potted plants inside the offices. Everything was loaded into the back of Mayflower moving trucks and spirited away into the cold March night en route to Indianapolis. Those Mayflower moving trucks also took a piece of Baltimore's soul that night. It seemed as though all of the history, all of the tradition, all of the glory of the Baltimore Colts was seemingly gone in an instant. But Baltimore's passion for the game of football endured. Fan clubs known as Colts Corrals still met regularly. The Baltimore Colts marching band continued to perform publicly, and the city made several attempts in the ensuing years to lure professional football back to Baltimore through relocation or expansion. Sadly, all of those attempts were unsuccessful. Now, it had been nearly 10 long years since the Colts packed up and left town when an unlikely suitor came calling. A suitor from up north, the Canadian Football League. The CFL had first expanded into the United States in 1993 with the Sacramento Gold Miners, and after some success, the league decided to expand further and add 3 more U.S. teams for the 1994 season. A young entrepreneur and former NFL assistant coach named Jim Spiros led the effort to bring a CFL team to Baltimore. And when the league announced that the city had been awarded an expansion franchise, Spiros immediately knew what he wanted to call his new team: the Baltimore Colts. Now, it didn't matter that CFL rules allowed only 3 downs instead of 4, and that the field was 110 yards long instead of 100 yards, and that teams were allowed 12 players on the field at a time instead of 11, or that you could score 1 point called a rouge by punting the ball into the end zone. None of that mattered. It was still pro football, and Baltimore embraced their new team. Colts Corrals increased membership. Memorial Stadium was refurbished, fresh coat of paint, and it was even announced that the Colts marching band would once again perform at home games. Everyone was thrilled about the Colts coming back to Baltimore. Everyone, that is, except for the NFL and the Irsays. Claiming copyright infringement, the league blocked the use of the name in court. So the team changed its name from the Baltimore Colts to the Baltimore CFL Colts, thinking that would take care of the problem. They began producing merchandise and apparel with that name on it. But that still wasn't good enough for the NFL. They contended that the name would still somehow be confusing. Well, an Indianapolis judge agreed, and the team was left with no name at all. When the 1994 season began, the team was officially known as the Baltimore CFL Football Team. But at home games, the public address announcer would always announce the team like this. He would say, "Ladies and gentlemen, your Baltimore CFL," and then pause, allowing all those many thousands of fans packing the stands at Memorial Stadium to roar back, "Colts! Your Baltimore CFL Colts." The 1994 team led the league in attendance, finished the season 12-6, and became the first U.S. team to make the CFL playoffs. They advanced all the way to the championship game with the Grey Cup on the line, but fell short to the British Columbia Lions 26-23. The following season, a fan poll helped determine the team's new name: the Baltimore Stallions. The team's logo and colors remained unchanged, and the team was even better. The Stallions finished 15-3, tied for the best record in the league, along with the Calgary Stampeders, led by Doug Flutie. The Stallions reached the championship game for a second straight year and defeated Doug Flutie's Stampeders in the Grey Cup Championship 37-20. For the first time in CFL history, a U.S. team was taking home the Grey Cup. The celebration, though, would be short-lived. During the '95 Grey Cup playoffs, it was announced that Art Modell was planning to move his NFL team to Baltimore. And in 1996, the Cleveland Browns became the Baltimore Ravens. A new chapter in our city's sports history had begun. Unable to compete with an NFL team, Jim Spiros decided to move the Stallions to Montreal and resurrect the dormant Alouettes franchise. Before long, the CFL's other U.S. teams relocated or disbanded, and the league's dream of American expansion came to an end. But for 2 magical seasons, Baltimore football fans were able to once again wear their blue and white, pack the stands at Memorial Stadium, sing along with the marching band, and cheer for their championship football team, the Baltimore CFL Colts. And if you'd like to learn more about the original Baltimore Colts, the Baltimore CFL Colts, or the Baltimore Ravens, I'd be happy to tell you all about those teams the next time you visit Baltimore. Check out our website at www.rentatour.com for some great tour ideas. And let us know if you have an idea for an upcoming video. Just hit me up in the chat or tweet at me at RealDeal125. That's also my Instagram handle at RealDeal125. And please like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll be back with another Baltimore story real soon, but until then, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you around.